Good day guys, Austin here, and this hopefully should be another quick one. It's just to show you how you update your Hyperlaunch HQ, or now as it's known as RocketLauncher. I'm not sure how much they've moved over the name yet, but it is in the process as I'm making this. But the actual process of updating this hasn't changed since I've been knocking around anyway. They have implemented a version of Git. You don't have to know what that's about. I'll just show you how to do everything in a second. Basically what that does is it's a bit of setting up, but once it's done, it's an automated service that allows you to update downloads. Download updates as you wish. Yeah, it's very useful. Hyperlaunch is updated every now and again. There is beta versions out at the moment. I think there's been 5 beta versions. They all work basically. It's just to iron out small bugs. So if whichever version you've got, you should be fine, to be honest. It's always good to update the latest one, but mostly this, or what I use this for, is to update the modules when needed. Again, modules. People think that you should always have the most up-to-date one. Yes, I agree, or I concur if I was a doctor. However, in my experience, don't fuck around with anything that's not broken. So if I've got, say for example, my, I don't know, Super Nintendo working, then why the fuck should I update my module? Because I've got my bezels working, it's launching as per normal, everything's good. Unless I have to update something else which has a knock-on effect, I'm not going to fuck around with it. Same with all my emulators and things like that. If it's not fucked, I ain't changing it. So basically, I'm going to show you just in case things do fuck up and you do want to change things around. So let's get stuck in. Again, I'm not the official voice on this or anything like this. I'm just showing you how the hell I do it and hope that it helps somebody else out there. A lot of these tutorials and things like that are outdated. They all talk bullshit. They're trying to sell you something. Fuck them. I'm making you mine. Listen to it if you want. If not, go and search someone else's. Okay then guys, enough of my shit again. Let's crack on. Here we go. So first off, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it to my system. I'm going to do it in real time. I may make some errors, but this is how I'm doing it. I'm going to put the link to this website. The link used to have a different address, but since they've changed it, the address at the top has changed, so there may be a few dead links somewhere on the internet when you're trying to search for this. I'll put the link down below so it'll take you straight there. Okay, open up this website then, and here, to be honest, is the guide that I'm just about to show you. It's just that I'm going to do it in real time with you, in case there is any issues or anything like that. So, go to this website, have a read through. Everything that you will need is here. It is quite up to date. I did it on my old installation some time back, and it looks like not much has changed. But anyway, let's do it anyway. Okay, first of all, obviously get to this website, have a read through it. Okay, decide your method. Well, we're going to do the installing of Git. We're going to do the automated method on step 2. So, get yourself Git, you download it here. Okay, follow the link, go to the website, and download that. I've already done it. I've saved it to my desktop, and there it is. So, I've done that now. To save me fanning around later on, I'm also at this point going to, first off, go back to the website, and if I scroll down to step 3, I've also got to install something later on, and this one takes a bit of time to download. So a good idea is to scroll down here now to the Toy Story Git, get it from here, and here you will see a couple of options. We're running this on Windows, or I hope you're running it on Windows. If you're not, then God help you, because I ain't got a clue how to do it on anything else. And there's a 32-bit version of your operating system and a 64-bit version of your operating system. If you don't know what system you're running, then, well, to be honest, I can't help you. You know, this is it. I'm trying to tell you everything in layman's terms, but some things you will have to know for basics. Okay, I'm using the 64-bit because I've got Windows 8 on a 64-bit based processor, blah de blah, and all that kind of shit. I'm using 64. The processor will still be the same for 32. It's just that obviously they'll work either better or worse, or not work at all if you have the wrong version. So there you go, get it from there. Okay, let's get back to that page and go back to the top. Now everything is downloaded. I would have just downloaded it. There's my other version of Toy Toys that I got, the 64-bit version. And now let's actually install this. Okay, so let's scroll on to the top. Basically what this is going to do is it's going to give us a folder inside of our Hyperspin folder, and it will be another version of Hyperlaunch, which basically we download, and it will stay there in this folder. Now we can then take this updated version, all the bits that we need, and we can overwrite bits that we've already got in Hyperlaunch. So say for example, if we want to update a module, we'll download everything from Git, and in there will be a modules folder. We just override the module that we want. So all this is doing is downloaded like a full up-to-date version of Hyperlaunch all the time. It's fully current with the most up-to-date version of Hyperlaunch, and to save changing downloads all the time, this is just an automated service. So anyway, enough waffle, let's get cracking on. Okay, so we've downloaded that. Download the latest one, blah blah, yeah, whatever. No, yeah, whatever. Installer, this will display the following screen. Okay, so now we've got to click on and get it installed. So we're clicking on the actual installer. Here we go. Run. Come on, come on. I'm actually rendering another video at this moment in time, so it may be a little slow on my system. It takes quite a lot of my CPU resources. Okay, welcome to the Git, yeah, blah, 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 whatever. So as you can see already, it is slightly different from the... it's one of them that doesn't show unless I've got it perfectly thingied up. There we go. Okay, so you can see they changed the logo. What's this version that I'm showing you here? 195. So there is quite a few incarnations since this one has been done. However, I remember the last time I did this, there was different versions. They just seemed to change the front end slightly, not the actual version of it. So let's crack on anyway. We'll muddle through and get through the best we can, and you can see anything that I'm doing differently or blah de blah. And well, it's just a visual aid. Things pick up better on video than they do actually reading text. So yeah, we've got that far. Now click the next and the components below. So click next. Okay, this is one of them stupid license agreements. Yes, obviously I'm not going to sit here and read this. You feel free to do so yourself, and if you do agree to it, then click next. Okay, click next and continue, and then keep doing this until you reach the select components on the screen below. Okay, then I want it doing there. Yeah, why not? No problem. You may choose to do it in a different place, but the consequences of this I cannot tell you. I'm doing it here. So there we go. Okay, and it's telling me to set it up as it is in the screen. So first off, additional icons. Yes, apparently I want those. Additional Explorer integration. Apparently that's still the same. What's that? Context menu entries. Context menu. Registry based. Advanced context menu. Key to plugin. Oh no, because it's got it down there. It's just worded differently. So complicated. Maybe whoever's looking after this bit should be updating these pictures. So I don't want those. I don't know what kind of impact I'm having on the wrong ones. Okay, so the Git and the ish. I want them enabled. Yes, they are enabled there. Okay, let's see what else it's got to say for itself. Uncheck Windows Explorer integration. Uncheck Windows Explorer integration. Oh, why are you doing this to me? You showed me a picture of it with it ticked and then you told me to untick it. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to uncheck Windows Explorer integration because that's what you told me to do. And then select down until you see the screen below. Okay, next. Yep, I'm happy with that. It's asking me if we want to start menu. I don't use start menu, so you can do whatever you want with them. Use bit only. Yep, yeah, use Git only bash. What else? Use Git only bash, only check, and click next. Okay, I've done that. Click next. Check that one. On this screen, select the first option. What's going on? Ah, killing me. On this screen, select the first option and then click next. Windows style, commit, line user edges. I'm just making sure that these actually are still currently in the same location. Okay, now it's doing stuff. It's actually installing by the looks of it. On this screen, select the first option and click next. Done that one. Okay, completing, finish. You've already ready to install. Toy. So once this is done, click finish and we should be good. That's Git installed. Simple. It's just a case of ticking the right boxes. Whoever does look after this website probably should I don't know, it's probably me translating it, but maybe update the pictures on it. It just makes things a bit more current for people. Okay, so as you can see, it's installed. I've got a little shortcut to it, but I'm never going to use that, I don't think. Anyway, I've got it. View the readme. No, I don't want to read that. And finish, because I don't care what it does, I just want it to do what it does. Okay, step 3, Toys. I'm going to set this up now. Download Toys from here. We've already done that. Select what version, yeah, whatever. Once downloaded, run the MSI file. I'm guessing it's going to be this. Okay, run until you get the below screen. Okay, so I'm pressing next. Do I agree to all that shit? Yes. Probably just sold my pension to everybody in the world or something. Slightly different again, but it's kind of the same wording, so yeah, I'm going to do it. See how complicated it gets when people don't update shit. On the next screen, make sure get p-link is selected, then press next. Keep until the installer finishes. Once complete, reboot computer. Make sure p-link is selected. Is that the one that's actually on there? Oh yeah. Sorry guys, I'm having a Mong moment. So yeah, list next, whatever. And that's that. Once complete, reboot your computer. Okay, so click next. Install. I don't want to donate. It's not that good. Okay, so that's now installing. Taking its fucking time, but it's installing by the looks of it. Mind you, I am actually rendering videos as we do this, and it's taking quite some time. Okay then, so basically what it's telling me to do now here is install all this stuff, keep collecting next until the installer finishes. That's what we're doing now. Once complete, reboot your computer. Right, because I'm rendering, it's going to take forever to install this most probably, even though it is a small file, but my computer's on its ass at the moment, even though it's like a supercomputer. Oh, there we go. Okay, well anyway, I'm going to cut this off now, and then I'm going to rejoin you when basically I've restarted my computer. There you go, it's finished. So they told me to restart my computer anyway, so I'm going to do that just to make sure it's all tickety-boo. So finish, and basically I'll see you right now. Okay then, that's just updated my machine. Well, my machine's just restarted. Let's hope that it's done everything that it's supposed to do. Let's go over to the actual website. I've just basically restarted my browser, so everything's gone as it should have done before. Okay, step 4, setting up Git for RocketLauncher. After the machine is rebooted, that's what we've done. Navigate to your Hyperspin directory and create a new folder called RocketLauncher. Okay, let's do that. So let's have a look. We'll open a new one here. Go into whatever your installation of Hyperspin is. Hyperspin, right click, new folder. I can already see that it's worked because I've got Toys Git and about basically all this shit that I didn't have before. Okay, so I'm making a new folder, and I'm going to call this RocketLauncher as it suggests. Used to be slightly different naming convention to this, but I'm going to call it as it does per the guide. Launcher. Okay. Does it have capitals? I don't think it matters with this one, but I'm a stickler for making things everything correct. Yes, it does have a capital L. Okay, so I have done that. We are up to date so far. Right click on the folder and click on Git clone. So there's the folder I've just done. Right click, Git clone. There we go. Boom. See what this brings me? It brings me joy as a new folder erupts from my desktop. We need to fill in some information on the next screen. Your URL is blah blah. Right. I've got a funny feeling I'm going to need that, so I'm going to... Oh, Jesus wept. Jesus did weep. Come on. There we go. I'm going to highlight, right click, copy, right? So the URL is this. I'm going to funny feeling I'm going to need that. The directory needs to be the location of RocketLauncher. So the directory needs to be the location of which for me is C RocketLauncher. Oh, right, yeah. So basically it's wherever that is. So the directory there is blah blah blah. Oh, the URL is there. So basically I've got all that shit in there at the moment. But for some reason it's wrong, so I'm gonna do it as it shows in the picture down there. There you go. So I'm gonna right click that, paste it in, and there we go, there's that. Okay. The directory needs to be the RocketLauncher, blah blah. Yeah, done that. By default, it will add a Hyperlaunch 3 onto the end of it. Keep this info in your directory path. So down here we've got directory. As you can see, it's copied basically my directory structure, which is my D drive, my Hyperspin, RocketLauncher, and HyperHQ. So by adding that into there, it's already found everything, and it's added an extra folder into it, which is Hyperlaunch-3. Okay. What else did it say? Keep in mind that your Hyperlaunch 3 folder is now your RocketLauncher update folder and not the live version that you're currently using. So basically what it's saying is that it's going to download a version of Hyperlaunch. Every time I update, it's going to download a version of Hyperlaunch into that folder. And that will be like the one I can use to update my live version, or the one I use. Okay, so that's that covered. Make sure everything else is tickety-boo in this one. For some reason I've got a 1 in depth. What the hell do you do here? You know, update these pictures, people. I'm gonna go along with it. Oh, it's saying load putty key. You know, I'm doing it as per, so yeah, I'm gonna update my putty key. There's nothing in there, so whatever. Once this is done, click OK, and Tortoise will now pull the latest version of RocketLauncher, which will be used for updating the folder. So I'm going to click OK, and hopefully it should start doing shit. Yes, it does. And there's a little Tortoise spinning his way from the globe into my folder. So I suppose metaphorically, the Tortoise is the information, or RocketLauncher / HyperHQ, actually metaphorically spinning from the global internet to within my Hyperlaunch-3 folder. An excellent artist representation in my view. Thumbs up to the people who did that. And as you can see, the progress is metaphorically being assessed to us with a bar, which proceeds to grow periodically with each file. Such joy. Okay, enough of that waffle that I'm giving you while this is doing what I was doing. Let's have a look what else it says. Now what we do is copy the contents except the Git folder of Hyperlaunch-3 folder into the RocketLauncher directory, overwriting all files that it prompts. Now you are fully up to date with the latest RocketLauncher. How's about those apples? So that is basically how you set it up. Again, with everything in Hyperlaunch, it's a pain in the ass to set up first time. However, once you've done it once, that's it. You know, you can have this system for years and years to come. Your children and grandchildren can rejoice in the knowledge that they have Hyperspin forever. And it's all because you made these small additions today. I'm excited. I'm excited right now. Okay, so it looks like it's done what it's doing. I can now click close. Hopefully now when I go to my Hyperspin folder, which is here, I will see the RocketLauncher folder that we've done now. Hopefully, if everything's worked alright, I'll see another folder in here called Hyperlaunch-3. There we go. And within here, another version of Hyperlaunch. There we go. Boom, 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 everywhere. Now for me, I don't update everything unless there's a need to update everything. The main version, the main woes and troubles for me for updating is I go into the modules, and here is all the modules. Now if something ain't working, or if something's been updated that I see on the Hyperspin website or Hyperlaunch website, then I will update, I will pull the module that's good and actually update things as it goes along. Also, if Hyperlaunch needs updating, I'll drag the actual Hyperlaunch over. Save me downloading it from the website. It's just an automated version of doing this. Yeah, it's a bit weird, but yeah, it gives you the most current. I mean, if they made an addition file or an error report, or they updated something 5 minutes ago and they activated it, then basically I can get this in real time, just downloading it straight away from here. That's how exciting it is. I could rejoice and run into the street right now, dropping my headphones and telling the world how great this addition is to my Hyperspin setup. But I'm not, because I've invested my time into you guys and getting this up and running. Okay, so enough of my waffling again. That's everything updated there. Step 5, updating. So basically what it's done is we've done everything we need to get that up and running. So I presume, like it used to be back in the day, we've got all this up and running. In terms of actually updating it from now on, as in we've just installed this, we've got updates 3 months down the line, someone makes a new module, I want my hands on it, so I don't want to go through the whole process again because that's just stupid. I've already got everything installed, so how the hell do I just update what I've already got? Well, this is what this is telling you right now. Step 5, updating. When you have an update that has been done, you will just need to right click the Hyperlaunch-free folder in your RocketLaunch directory and navigate to ToyToys Git and select pull. How exciting is that? They've blanked out everybody's stuff with awful blending, but you know, this isn't about that. Okay, so in theory I should be able to get back here. Okay, so let's start from scratch. Say if this is me 3 months down the line, I've found a module which is so exciting I want my hands on it. So what this is telling me is I can click on RocketLauncher. I could then right click on here, and within, sorry guys, within your, navigate to the ToyToys Git and select pull. Okay, sorry guys. So click on here, right click, ToyToys Git and select pull. Now in theory I've already got everything up to date, so this should check all the files that's already previously inside this folder. It should then correspond these with the ones that's on the master server, and then if there is any updates or additions, it should only download the ones that have been updated. Now unless somebody's working in this in real time right now, an updated ToyToys or Git or whatever this update thing's called, then there should be no further updates. So we just should say, yeah, whatever, complete or already synced or something along them lines. Or we should take 2 minutes and 2 seconds and say done. So let's actually test this. Blah 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 blah. We didn't see this come in on this screen. Click remote. Remote. Tags again, different pictures. Come on, guys, catch up here. There's a prune option which isn't done in this. Oh, what do we do? Do we keep prune or do we not? Oh, anything could happen now. Anything. It could be a silo in Northeast Asia or something that's opening its doors right now because we haven't clicked that button. Let's see what it says down here. Click OK and it will contact the server and see what's been updated. Okay, we're going to go ahead. We're going to keep prune actually activated. This silo in Northeast Asia could be actually setting off right now. Oh my god, the responsibility. Okay, so in theory now it's going to, what is it? It's going to contact the server and see what's been updated. Everything is already current as far as I'm aware. So yeah, it took 2 seconds. It's already said from Google, blah blah blah, already up to date. Because that's how cool we are. We've just already updated it. We don't need to worry about it forever. Well, until something gets updated. Okay, so enough of my childish rants today. When it's complete, you will have the below screen saying blah blah blah, all new updates. That's basically what we've got. Okay, once this is done, copy all the contents of the Hyperlaunch 3 folder except the Git folder. It's underlined because they can't express that enough. Into the RocketLauncher directory, overwriting all the files it prompts. Again, I don't like doing that in case I've messed up, in case something overrides one of my settings in there. If I've got the wrong information there, tell me in comments, somebody please who's reading this, but this is what I do. Again, I'm not saying this is gospel, all the stuff that I'm doing here, I'm just saying it's how I do things. So, you know, I just update what I want to update or need to update. I do like to keep my Hyperlaunch as current as possible, but all the bits and gubbins in here, I'm not just going to overwrite shit for the sake of it if it's already working. So there we go, that's how to do that. It looks like everything is now doing. So from now on, all I need to do is go to that folder, right click on ToyToys and pull, and it will just update the files that's already downloaded. And that's that. And that is how you do the updates. Yeah, sorry guys, it's a bit long-winded, this one. I was doing it in real time. I was showing you how to do it as I was doing it and showing you the kind of pitfalls that we have in these kind of situations, especially with people not updating pictures. Again, I know this isn't a job for anybody. I mean, apart from the actual big bad boy Bill, or whatever his name is, who actually invented Hyperspin, I think he's the actually only one who's getting paid for this. Obviously, Serco over at MU Movies, he does, but he you know, he just doesn't do Hyperspin, he does a lot more. Anyway, we're getting off topic. This is free. So, the guys over at Hyperlauncher, or RocketLauncher as it's called now, they are really good guys. They move heaven and earth to help you guys. They don't get paid for it. They're just doing this as basically a hobby, or I don't know, maybe they get off on it. But it's excellent work. But I would say, please guys, let's update the pictures just to make things easy for guys. I mean, I don't know if me not ticking prune now in that box has blown up a country somewhere. That silo could have already launched. I don't know. Anyway, enough of my waffles. You guys have a really good day. I'll try and get some more videos released today to just give you tips and tricks like this. But Godspeed, guys, and remember, do not buy Hyperspin from dicks in attics. Laters.